Give me some, girl. Give me some.
Hold on. Let me get a light.
Get a light, baby.
What that bitch say?
Get a light of that kush.
Stop playing with a real nigga. Fuck from McDonald's.
Coach, thank you
The line
much.
is
EA
fucking
Sports
suck.
coverage of the NFL brings us to the city of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. On first down, Akers. And that's not the start that he was looking for as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. Gone. He finds an opening past the 40. Throwing middle, and it's complete. As he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Shit.
I'm serious. I ain't going cat.
Hey, ask your mom if she wants to move up.
Akers. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That really sets him back a loss of 6.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great
Flip out
penetration.
people move, bro. Where you at?
I'm in Louisiana, the bitch.
Now on 2nd and 16. That's caught by his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 43.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it puts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. If you can sting them there, that open things up for them on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
No.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
No,
Dallas got Jordan Love in my home. I hope he's
A shotgun snap for goal.
What is Jordan Love contract up this year?
Incomplete. His former USC man, the intended target.
They just got that nigga.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
2 for 1.
they throw that bitch, go.
Not the same Madden player, though.
Hold on. Check.
What they say they want?
From the gun, here's Gone. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, they can move around a little bit and do something with the receivers to, change up their timing. They're going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
I'm on the game, bro.
Pillow back there.
I'm on the fucking game.
As a defensive guy, they got to dump him on his backside a few times. Shake things up.
Now they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here in this first series. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They run the counter. Akers. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Goff. And he's got it. That's Kupp for a Ram touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
He caught it!
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz? A good run blitz.
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
I'm not playing. I'm watching Packers play. Dallas play.
Completes it to Samuel. That one goes for 30 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see,
Here it is, 28-0 lines.
The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist bump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
No, man.
I got you.
So he came all the way up here and get some cover 9, give him a cover.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's...
He will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Kick. This nigga Lions cannot throw. He could get baited every freaking time.
That's how the book is. Can't throw for shit.
Pick.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Try some freaking
7-7, our score after one.
Anybody can cook this. Yep. Same on this one.
He's crashing. Go, 12, go. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Mike
From the 30 on second down. Goff. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty.
Don't do no screen on me. Pick this shit off.
Goff now to throw.
You playing your game too?
His throw is incomplete. Pretty solid coverage there by the All-Pro Richard Sherman, able to get a hand in.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
You gotta play the best. You gotta beat the best.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Value three.
Here's Goff. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 26. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. Down right around the 25. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Should have had them sausages.
On 2nd and 9. Goff. He'll get this one to Cobb complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on it.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Woods, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by David Long. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Second and 5 at the 24-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run the counter. Akers still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Mike, 180. Watch the slant. DC. Mike, check, 59. 2. Watch the out. Check 3. Switch.
3rd and 2, gone. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. Goff now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st and 10.
Go, ground.
Now it's Goff. And he'll find his target, Woods. It's complete. It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
That's another Rams first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Shell. Super 1.
On 2nd and 11 now. Goff. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
We go tonight. Like 20. We're good. It's our time. 56 to Hey, Wahoo! Come on, D! 56.
Here's Goff. And Woods has it complete. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still... Look at a 4th down now.
A big gain on the play, but it leads to 4th down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be from 56 yards out. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
This is Mostert. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
11. Hey, Steve 6.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Under 10.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn it.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will take over with a football just outside of the 10 at the 12-yard line. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Mostert. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 43.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Check. 11. Check.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Rams' 22-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here we go.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this from 37. The kick by Gold is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this 3rd quarter. So it's his 3rd field goal now with a ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Let's go, man.
At their own 31-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
120. 56. Wild Bill. There's ours. 56 to Mott, boys. 56. Bravo. 56. Get that man. We're close.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Cut. 120.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Let's go, D.
From the 45 on second down, Goff. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 43.
Just like that. 56. Mike. 56.
Goff. Got a man, that's Richie James. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Goff now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Back now in Los Angeles. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10.
Check nickel. He's checking.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Check. Hard ball.
Here's Goff. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Out of bounds at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Cut. 20.
Let's go, defense. Let's get it.
Yes, sir. 56 is the mic.
We own it.
Now Goff. They got a man. It's Woods. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 12-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Goff in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They run the counter. Akers. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
11. Shell. Smooth.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Rams are going to jump back in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
56.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
On play action, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
25 yards that time.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain.
Here we go, here we go.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
There you go. Check, 21.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here we go. What do you need?
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. And
Two.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 14.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And a give this time to the tailback. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They're going to try and run. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions.
He's got a man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA! Cooper Kupp, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Samson Abuka in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15. An explosive 38-yard pickup. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
Go ahead.
He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Super. 56.
He's back to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Hey, 5.
Back to throw. That'll be caught by Cup. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Gone. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go. 120. Watch the kill. 56. Mike. Hold on. Check.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23.
Here we go. 180. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Rams' 46-yard line.
Here we go.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Check back.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice.